everyone, I'm Maybelline and I'm your host for today's topic on work part-time, live full-time. Whether the goal is to achieve greater economic security and stability or to increase purchasing power, many entrepreneurs and people in general are looking for ways to have multiple sources of income. The boom of remote and freelance work, as well as the possibilities afforded by the internet when it comes to starting a business, has opened a lot of new opportunities to generate money from the comfort of your own home and with a simple internet connection. All you need is just some time, ideas, and a whole lot of dedication, as is the case for anything at which you want to succeed. Those who have multiple sources of income generally do enjoy a lot of benefits. And best of all, as an entrepreneur in USANA, you will be the one to decide where and when to do your business. And when you have increased flexibility in the business, you can always monitor and strengthen your sources of income with your business partners to consistently brainstorming ideas and increases your personal development while holding on to your main jobs. And best of all, USANA is backed by science-based products and support and has an existing dynamic system which can potentially help anyone with zero experience to venture into a business on the side. This can potentially save a lot of time and effort as compared to someone who is very new and want to start off a brand new business. Today, I will be speaking to two beautiful ladies who will be sharing with us on how they are able to cope with a full-time jobs while hustling part-time and live full-time with USANA. A short introduction for the two of them. We have Evelyn, who has been working as a beautician for about 8 to 9 years, while Jialing is a full-time marketing manager in a tech company. Let's welcome them. So Jialing, you wanted to share with me about yourself. So I believe that as a marketer, I believe that most marketers actually would have long working hours and would always need to brainstorm ideas for new campaigns, right?
Yes, that's right. And I actually really love my job. So I like to explore new ideas and also gain new experiences through it.
I see. So I can see that you actually have a full-time job that has long hours and you actually love what you are doing. But I would like to find out more. Why? Why do you want to be in USANA?
I think what drives me is that I hope to always have the freedom of choice in the future. So what I mean by that is that, for example, people who are perhaps from middle to lower income families, they can relate with this, is that a lot of times in life, we are presented with opportunities such as going on school exchanges or work trips. But what happens is perhaps we, due to financial reasons or time doesn't allow for it or our health reasons, right, then we are unable to take up these opportunities. So for me, I find that when we are unable to go for such opportunities, that is the cause of regret in a lot of people's lives. And that is something that I do not want to have too much of in the future. So by building pipelines now, I find that I can avoid this no choice situation in the future.
Thank you, Jialing, for sharing. Jialing, I have another question for you. Actually, comparing to USANA to other platforms that you have ever experienced with, what are the differences that you actually observe in USANA?
I think the key differences for me are firstly the positive community. So over here, I find that the people are very willing to help one another, encourage one another, and like share their tips, and also the core values of the company itself. So our founder, he has this vision of creating the healthiest family on earth, and I think that is something that really resonates with me.
I see. That's very nice to hear that. So I believe that, I do really resonate with you very well as well, because I do believe that, in doing a business, you need to have very supportive community, and culture is also importantly is essential in a business as well, All right. So I think that having the ability to do things part-time also allows many people out there to have a full-time job to help them gain extra experiences and also give them opportunity to have multiple streams of income. Right? Telling, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And besides that, I think that it takes care of my health, which is the foundation to having a better quality of life. So USANA, it has a very high quality science-based supplements, and it's also very convenient and fits into my life. So besides that, I also find that because USANA is listed as an active member of the Direct Selling Association of Singapore, it means that it's a legal and legitimate business. So that makes me feel very reassured to be doing this as a side hustle.
Yeah, so having a very busy, long working hours in your current job and working part-time in USANA, can you share with us over here, what are some of the challenges you face and what have you gained out from it? How do you actually manage your time to work part-time in USANA?
I think that's a very good question. So being someone who has a full-time job and I also have like to juggle social life and so on, right? So time management is really a very important topic. I think if we really truly value our dreams, we'll make time in our schedule to build the business and also to establish systems that can help us incorporate it into our lifestyles. So on a bigger picture, right, is I would also like to have a shout out to my mentors who are very supportive and they have set up good training systems so we can learn the ropes more efficiently compared to if you were to start a business from scratch on your own and then you have to gather all the information by yourself, you go through trial and error, right? But over here, we don't have to do that because the beauty of the business model is that we can learn from those who have been there, done that, and just replicate their success.
Wow, Telling, I totally agree with you because, I've been in this business for the good, like coming to 6 years already. And I do agree that, having a good, community around that is able to teach you how to do the business as compared to many other businesses out there where you have to start from scratch, right? I think it's such a breeze because I was also previously juggling a full-time job and doing USANA on a part-time basis. And I felt that there was a great support in this business because it gives us the flexibility to, to do this business on a part-time basis and have a lot of support, within the community. Well, thank you, Jialing, for sharing with us today. Yeah.
Thank you, Maybelline.
Thank you. So, Evelyn, would you like to share with me more about yourself?
Sure. I'm a beautician who used to work full time in a beauty salon. The working hours was long, and I decided to quit my job and work as a full-time freelance instead, because I'm a single mother and I need to take care of my daughter who is currently 11 years old.
I see. That's really very nice to hear that. May I know what's your why in USANA?
Mm, the reason that I joined USANA was because the product is very good and it's science-based and it's relevant to what I'm doing as a freelance beautician. So it's a one stone kill two birds where I can share the products and at the same time service my customer as a beautician.
I see. So I understand from you that you were actually approached by many companies out there for business opportunities. So why do you choose USANA in the end?
Yes, I was approached by many companies before, and USANA is one of them. So after doing my due diligence, I realized that USANA has a very high quality product, which has many third-party reference, for example, Consumer Lab, NSF, and Comparative Guidebook.
See, that's very nice to hear that as well. So can you also share with us, right, in the course of your business, what are some of the challenges that you face and what have you gained out from it in USANA especially?
As a beautician, right, the challenge I face is that in this era, there are many brands in the beauty industry, and people tend to actually compare from the quality to the pricing. And as a beautician, what I really gain is the loyal customer because the product is science-based and it is safe. Another gain I get from Usana is that I'm not doing this business alone. I have a sister who is building this business with me, and because of this business, right, my bond with my sister is better than before. So besides having our usual family topics, we also have this USANA business to talk about and to work together as a team.
Yeah, I really like the idea of, having to build a business together, especially in a family setting. Yeah. So I have one last question for you actually. So I understand that you are actually a single mom who is a sole breadwinner taking care of your 11-year-old daughter. So I do believe that, as mummies out there, we have very, very little pockets of time, to have to do something extra. So I'm just very, very curious over here is how do you actually manage your work, doing part-time, especially in USANA?
Mm, as a single mom, right, and a freelance beautician, my time is very limited. However, I do understand the perks of being an entrepreneur in USANA. Therefore, I will make time to do my business whenever I can. And that brings a point that USANA is a very good platform for our mummies out there because it gives mummies like me the flexibility to achieve the extra stream of income.
Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you so much, ladies. I really love what you have shared today. And I believe you have just empowered someone with great information to make meaningful decisions for themselves. So if you are actually watching this and this really interests you to find out more, please do reach out to the person who has shared this session with you. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you again in our next session.